In 2025, the government of Jamaica made headlines when it announced the purchase of 110 school buses for the new rural school bus program. The price tag was about 1.4 billion Jamaican dollars. Now, that sounds like a lot of money, and it is. When you break it down, it means that each bus costs around 12.7 million Jamaican dollars. If you convert that to US dollars, that's about 79,500 US dollars for each bus. The first 25 buses arrived at Kingston Wharves in late June, and the government said all would be on the road before the new school year in September. The buses are meant to solve a real problem. Many students in rural areas travel long distances to school. Public transport can be irregular, expensive, or unsafe. The government says that this program will help thousands of students get to class on time and improve attendance. It's a part of a plan to provide reliable, safe, and affordable transport for schools that do not have easy access to the Jamaica Urban Transit Company services. According to official statements, the fleet is made up of buses with different seating capacities. There are 32-seat models, 54-seat models, and 72-seat models. This mix is supposed to match the different needs of rural communities. Smaller buses are easier to drive on narrow, winding country roads, while the larger ones can carry more students on major routes. While this is an important step for education and transport, it also raises questions. People want to know if the government got value for money. The opposition, some media outlets, and members of the public have been asking for details about the age, condition, and cost of the buses. The easiest way to test if a purchase is fair is to compare it with the market price. In the United States, where these buses were bought, a brand new large school bus, the kind that seats around 70 students, usually costs between $120,000 to $140,000 US dollars. Smaller 30-seat models like the Microbird usually cost between $80,000 to $95,000 US dollars brand new. These are the official prices when a school district buys directly from a dealer. Now, here's where things get interesting. Jamaica's average cost per bus was about $79,500 US dollar, and the fact is, these buses are not new. Based on public reports, on average, they are 10-year-old vehicles with mileage between 60,000 to 170,000 miles. If we look at the used market in the US, a bus that is around 10 years old with those mileage often sells for 25,000 to 60,000 US dollars. The price depends on the condition, maintenance history, and any upgrades like air conditioning. That is why some people are questioning if the government paid more than it should have. It is also worth noting that when government buy in bulk, they often get a discount. A school district ordering 100 buses at once in the US could expect a lower per unit price than a small private buyer. If they really paid almost 80,000 US dollars per bus for used units, it means either the extra costs were very high or the price was not negotiated as aggressively as it could have been. This is why so many are calling for transparency in the procurement process. Now, the government bought more than one kind of bus for this program. The fleet is a mix of smaller and larger vehicles. The smaller type is the Microbird G5, built on a Chevrolet Express 4500 chassis. This model is a Type A school bus, which is basically a heavy-duty van frame with a custom-built bus body. It's designed for narrow roads and shorter routes. The larger type is the Thomas-built Buses Soft T-Liner C2, built on a Freightliner truck chassis. This is a Type C school bus, a classic big yellow bus you see in American school districts. The Microbird is easier to drive in tight spaces and can carry around 32 passengers. The Soft T-Liner C2, depending on the configuration, can carry 54 or 72 passengers. The government's decision to buy both types seems to be about matching the bus size to the roads and passenger loads in different areas. In rural Jamaica, some roads are simply too tight for a full-size bus to pass easily, so the smaller units are more practical. The smaller microbirds likely came from school districts upgrading their fleets. The larger Thomas C2 units may have also come from similar sources. Both types were built for U.S. school service and meet U.S. safety standards for school transport. However, since they are older, they may not have the newest features found in the latest model. By mixing bus sizes, the government may have intended to get flexibility and coverage for more routes. Now, if the government had bought brand new buses instead of used one, how much would that cost? Now, we're going to break it down by type with 1/3 of the fleet for each model. So this means about 36 microbird buses, 36 Thomas Safety-Liner C2 with 54 seats, and 36 of the Thomas Safety-Liner C2 with the 72 seats. Now, we're going to be using realistic price estimates for 2025. So for the Microbird G5 with the 32 seats, the new price estimate for these buses is between $80,000 to $95,000 US each, depending on options. So if we take the middle ground, let's say one of these buses costs $87,500 US. So for 36 of them, we're going to times that by the 36. That would give about $3.1 million US for the 36. Now for the Thomas Built Safety-Liner C2 that has 54 seats, the estimated price for these buses new is between $120,000 to $140,000 US. So we're going to use an average of $130,000 US, and that's for each. So we're going to times that by the 36, and that would give around $4.6 million US. Now, lastly, for the Thomas Built Safety-Liner C2 that has 72 seats. Now, the prices for these buses new is usually estimated around $140,000 US, and they usually had that $10,000 extra for the extra seating. So we're going to times that 36 bus by that $140,000 US, and that gives roughly $5 million US. Now, the total cost for 110 new buses would be around $12 million US. Now, if we convert it back to Jamaican dollars by using the conversion rate of 160 Jamaican dollars to $1 US, then we would just times that 160 by the 12 million US, and the result is over 2 billion Jamaican dollars. So compared to the 1.4 billion that the government spent, buying brand new buses would have cost about 2 billion Jamaican dollars. Now that is roughly $660 million more, almost 50% higher than the amount that was spent. Now let's discuss how long new buses last and the estimated life of used buses. On average, a properly maintained new conventional school bus can last up to 20 years or even longer before it must be replaced. Mileage isn't always the main factor. Regular maintenance, repairs, and quality of parts matters more. Some buses run well over 1 million miles in their lifetime if well cared for. If the government replaces key parts like brakes, springs, or the engine, or does full servicing, it could extend the useful life of these buses by several years. So here's what we've learned so far. The government of Jamaica spent $1.4 billion on 110 used buses imported from the US, costing about $79,500 US each. The fleet includes Microbird G5 32-seat buses and Thomas Built Safety-Liner C2 full-size buses that has 54 and 72 seats. The question is value. Did Jamaica get a good deal? The purchase price is lower than that of new buses, but older vehicles can bring higher maintenance need, shorter remaining service life, and potential repair costs. And these factors could affect the overall cost over time. Now, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more. Have a good one.